Hi, I'm Ronnie Ciago, and welcome to the Ronnie Ciago Show. You're watching the Ronnie Ciago Show, and I want to introduce my guest, Derrick "Doc" Murdock, longtime friend, legendary bass player. We've been talking about getting together for a while.
I know.
A couple of years, maybe?
Yeah, more than that.
So,
and we're finally here.
We're finally together, and I want to talk about some of your history. I mean, this is actually later on in your career. You got the gig with Kevin Eubanks,
yeah.
And you started doing the Jay Leno Tonight Show for Jay Leno, right?
Yep.
Give me a story about how that all came about. That's the biggest show on the TV.
Well, at the time, I was in Vegas.
Oh, wow.
And I was playing at the Bellagio. I was there. I went there after September 11th.
Oh, wow.
Because after September 11th, all the tours got messed up and you know, the security thing and all that stuff. Yeah. And I was like, okay, this is messing up my money flow, this and that.
Well, so you were in Vegas at that time?
I was in Vegas at the time. So
then did Vegas shut down, or what happened with that?
No. I moved there from LA. I was in LA. And I went to Vegas because, you know, the tours were all messed up and all that. Oh. So I just went to Vegas and I worked at the Bellagio for like 3 years.
Oh, okay.
And, you know, periodically going to LA to do some sessions or whatever. While I was in Vegas, I was playing with this girl named Diane Diaz. And while I was there, I got a chance to play with some different groups, but mainly her. That was the main gig. And I got a chance to play with Gladys Knight when I was there. She was playing across the street. You know, when the MD got sick, they called me to do it. I think I did it for like a week or two or something like that. But mostly Diane's gig. I was there for like 3 years. Mm. And then towards the end, I remember going to Caesars, and I noticed that Kevin Eubanks was going to be there, and I haven't seen him forever.
Okay, but you've known him since?
I've known him since I lived in Philly.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So we're talking, what age we're talking about?
I'm talking about like 20, 21.
21 years old.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we played in a couple of bands in Philly. And then after that period, I didn't see him forever.
Oh, wow.
You know, he had went to New York and actually went up to New York when I was living in Atlantic City. I was in Atlantic City for a little while, spent some time there. And I would go up to New York after my gig to go, you know, listen to some people. Jaco Pastorius, Tito Puente, I mean, right. Whoever was playing at that time, Brucker Brothers. Mm. And there was this club named 55 Grand Street. I used to go in there. Kevin would be playing in there sometimes with Victor Bailey and.
Right, that's where like Hiram Bullock and Will Lee, they were all like playing in those places.
Yeah, Mike Stern, Jaco.
Before David
together.
Letterman even, right?
That's right, yeah. So anyway, I was at Caesars and I noticed he was opening up for Alita Adams, I think. Anyway, I was like, oh shoot, man, let me go, you know, raid the sound check. And that's what I did. I just walked in out of nowhere. And we was like, hey man, what's up, you know? And we got to hanging and talking and next thing I know, he was like, hey man, I'm going to be in, at that time I was ready to go back to LA because I had enough of Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so I was going back. I had made these DVD resumes.
Oh, beautiful.
That a friend of mine taught me how to make.
Oh, cool.
And so I was going back to, LA after the gig and just giving them out, in the sessions that I was doing or whatever. And he had gotten a hold of one of them. And so when he was talking to me, he was like, hey man, I saw that DVD resume, man. You sound great and all that stuff. And he was like, hey man, I'm like touring with my own band right now, and I might need a bass player because his bass player that was playing with him at the time had prior commitments. And I was like, I didn't think nothing of him. He's not gonna call. Sure enough, man, he called like about a month later.
Oh wow!
So I actually started playing with his band first before I did the Tonight Show.
I see.
Yeah, and then after a while of playing with his band, he called me for the Tonight Show. So I think me playing in his band was my audition.
Yeah,
Maybe.
he wanted to see what was happening.
Yeah.
And then you got on the gig, and you said it was probably really going to be a month or a couple of, maybe a year, maybe.
Yeah. He was telling me, man, just enjoy it, man. It's only going to be like 2 years, because Conan is going to come in and take over, and so just enjoy it, man. Save your money and just have some fun. Yeah. And I was like, all right, let's do it. And next thing I know, man, I was on there for another maybe 4 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I guess they had that falling out with Conan, and Jay wound up being on the show longer.
That's right.
Yeah. When he left the first time, we did a show that started at 10 o'clock.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they would say, well, the timing doesn't sound
It was weird. Everybody knew it wasn't going to last.
because everybody's used to 11:30, it's a Tonight Show, but 10 o'clock is like.
Yeah. And so, I think Jay knew he was going to go back to the other time slot or whatever. And that's what happened. I think we did that for like 11 months or something like that. And then we had a little break. And then next thing I know, we're back on the Tonight Show.
You play with a lot of people on the Tonight Show, right?
Yeah,
a lot of different artists came in. Like, I'm going to name just maybe a few. There was a gentleman named, he's a rock guy. He played rock guitar, I think, and sang. He might have had a hit out or two. His name is Peter Frampton.
Man.
So how did that happen?
Man.
So Peter Frampton, okay, he's going to be on the Tonight Show. So he was going to be a guest, or he was going to be, doing a couple of his songs, but.
Yeah, when we heard he was going to be on the show, I thought he was just going to, come on in and do, his stuff. But we were like, I think we were rehearsing or something like that. He just walks out. And it's like, hey, man, hey, look, man, I don't want to do any singing or anything like that. I just want to jam with you guys. I was like, what? Wow. The next thing you know, man, he was jamming with us, playing in the commercials, out of the commercials.
Wow.
Very cool.
And then and Jay would say, and there's Peter Frampton jamming with the band.
That's right. And man, we were playing blues. We were playing calling out keys and just jamming.
Right. Blues is like his heritage. He's like he was born like a blues guy.
Man.
Right.
It was so much
Humble
fun.
Pie and all that was blues rock. It was just.
Man, it was so much fun. Like just watching him and hearing him play that close up. It was freaking me out. It was big fun for me. Just experiencing that.
He just called out a key and you guys just played.
We just started jamming, man.
It was like, let's do this song. There was no songs, right? You didn't do any.
We did a couple of his obscure tunes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that Kevin knew.
Oh.
And I actually knew a couple of them. And we did about 2 of those, and the rest was just jams, improv stuff.
So when they did the break on the show, you guys would just play.
We just play.
Yeah. And they would just when the cameras came
while
back.
Jay was talking, he'd be like, "Okay, let's do this in G."
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah. Very cool.
Okay, so I'm gonna name a few other people. Huey Lewis. Come on, give me a Huey Lewis story.
Man, I've always been a big fan of his.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I've always been, So, man, he comes on and we're playing his tunes, and I'm freaking out because I'm playing all the ones that I like, New Drug.
Oh, major big hits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I was like so into it, man. I was just like, oh, I can't believe I'm playing this because I used to play that tune in Atlantic City with all these different groups and stuff.
Yeah.
Now here I am playing with them.
With the guy.
Yeah, playing that actual tune. And it was grooving so hard, man. I remember him looking around and looking at me and going, I was just like, all right, that's it right there. That was a bucket list moment. Him and Peter Frampton, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, big fun.
Wow. Bobby Caldwell?
Wow. Calling out all the cats, man.
I don't know if people know, but Bobby Caldwell, he's a great artist. And they know him for like What You Want to for Love, which is a great song, but that's one song out of so many that he has written and sang and wrote, produced.
Yeah, a good friend of mine, Carlisle Barreto, who's playing with Shaka Khan right now, he actually got me on that gig. Okay. And so I subbed for it, a couple of times, and that was big fun because, and playing his songs. There were a couple of tunes that I didn't even know it was him. So it was freaking me out as I was playing it,
Wow.
But yeah, he's a very, very nice guy.
Nice guy.
Yeah. Fun to work with.
Yeah. I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
Michael Bolton. I'm going to go down the list.
All right. Well, there's a funny story about that one. Okay. So Michael Bolton was on the show, and at the time he was doing that big band thing. And so night before, we usually get a schedule of who's going to be on the show.
Yeah.
So I think he was on there like a Monday night. So I'm looking at the schedule. I'm like, all right, Michael Bolton. Yeah, I like him, I like his voice. And then it said Michael Bolton, big band. I'm like, well, all right, that's strange. And then a couple of days later, we get another schedule and letting us know what tune he's going to do. So he wound up doing a Stevie Wonder tune for Once in My Life.
All right.
So it's like a mid-tempo.
Yeah, Once in My Life.
Yeah, mid-tempo swing kind of thing. And so I'm thinking it's just going to be regular, R&B feel, whatever, And so
he switched the whole groove.
He switched. It was just mid-tempo swing kind of.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I walk in and I see all the chairs and stuff. I'm like, oh no. So now I'm getting nervous, right? Because I've done big bands before, but I've never done them on TV. So
did he have his own people come in or? What?
No, he hired people.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And we were the rhythm section.
Rhythm section.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I come in and I see all these chairs, and I'm now nervous. I'm like, oh no, it's going to be like some probably
intricate charts.
Yeah, intricate charts or something, man. And I'm like, oh man. And I'm looking down around. I don't see any charts out yet. I'm like, I don't have time to look at anything. Now I'm really freaking out.
Yeah.
I'm walking back and forth in the hall.
Last minute.
Oh yeah, walking outside, man. Coming back in. I'm like, I'm a mess, right? So finally the charts come in, and I look at it, and it says, for Once in My Life, Stevie Wonder. I look up mid-tempo, I'm like, all right, whew. No Chick Corea's, tempos or anything like that.
Right, and if you've heard it so many times, you go, oh, I'm pretty familiar with the song,
Yeah, big football notes and stuff, so it was pretty simple. I got through it. But, I was a wreck though, man. I was just a wreck. It's interesting what you can do under pressure.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, afterwards, I was a mess. I'm trying to wind down, but I'm still a mess, man. I'm like, I can't believe what just happened, And out of nowhere, man, the sax player in the group, his name is Ralph Moore, comes out of nowhere and grabs me. He Doc, come here for a second. I'm like, what's up, man? I noticed, man. First of all, you sound great. You sound great, man. I noticed you were a little uneasy. I'm like, yeah, I was. I still am, actually. He said, well, look, man, let me tell you something, man. You don't have to be scared of us. We're a team here, man. Yeah. It's like, look at it as you being in a football field, man. You're not sitting in the rafters, right? Yeah. You're with us on the field, bro. And we're all working together.
In the real world, that's what it's like. Professional.
Yeah, we're all working
backing
together.
Each other up. We got this,
Yeah, and man, we help each other, man. We're a team.
Yeah.
Man, that calmed me down so much after that, man. I was good for the rest of the show.
That's good. That's great.
Yeah. I really needed that from him.
There's still people like that around you.
Well, before that, nobody was saying anything to me, so you had to kind of find your way around. Yeah. Every man for themselves, themselves.
That's right.
Yeah, it was
Be
crazy.
brave.
Yeah.
I'm going to go quick. Natalie Cole, B.B. King, Gladys Knight, Patty Austin, The Fifth Dimension, Sheena Easton, Will Smith, Dr. Dre, Denise Williams. List goes on. Give me a story. Give me a B.B. King story.
B.B. King, man. That was just big fun, man, because first of all, just hearing that sound close up.
There's only one.
Yeah, Lucille, the guitar, all that was just freaking me out. I remember after we did the sound check, man, I'm running up taking pictures of Lucille, man.
B.B. King.
And the amplifier, this is old amp from like the 50s or something, man.
Old school.
Yeah, old school, man. Serious old school. And he had some great stories, man, about back in the day, how, it was kind of hard.
It's kind of hard. They had to ride in the back of the bus and all that, right?
Yeah, all that stuff.
They had to kind of sneak into the club because they
all that stuff, man. But, he made it happen, man.
He was like the first, pretty much, right?
Yeah, one of the first. Yeah. He barreled through it, man, and wind up, becoming rich and famous, and got his own clubs, and he did the thing.
Started from nothing, from
nothing,
riding in on a bus, getting to the club and sneaking in the club and just doing his thing and trying to make it happen.
Trying to make it happen, which he did. He made it happen, man. Being up on that stage, playing blues with him, another bucket list, man. Hearing that thick B.B. King sound.
And a nice guy, right?
Extremely nice guy.
That's it.
Extremely nice guy.
Yeah. No ego, nothing.
Most of those guys that were on the show, they were pretty nice.
Yeah.
There were only a few that were like, kind of out there. Maybe they were having bad days or whatever.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Everybody's human,
Yeah, but BB, he was so cool. He made us feel like real comfortable, man. He said, man, just relax, man. It's just...
He probably knows after a while you get to a certain stature and then people all of a sudden they worship and they get all nervous and stuff when they meet you.
Right.
In that situation, it's not good. But, it's good that he makes you feel comfortable. You're one of us, you're good.
Yeah, and I like that about most of the artists that were on the show. They made you feel comfortable.
Yeah. And we'll be right back.
Generations of rock.
How have I known you for 30 years and never gotten a single free wah-wah pedal out of you?
Hello, I'm Robert Sarzo.
Mongo Jerry.
Carl D'Amico.
Deep within! Firing all cylinders.
New Mavericks. Jason Zebo from the band Whitewater.
Ronnie Ciago.
Keith Lynch.
Derrick Doc Murdock.
Larry Antonino.
I'm Stevie D.
Chris Brady.
Bjorn Englund.
Mike Encino from Soul Sign.
We are wearing lies and you are watching
Rockefellas TV.
Turn it up.
Welcome to the Ronnie Ciago Show.
Is your business lost in the desert? Tired of dull billboards? Want your business to shine? Visit amgbillboards.com. Take your advertising to the next level. amgbillboards.com.
Those of you who don't know that me and Doc are working together, and we've been in the studio recording, creating. So let's talk about that. This is a new stuff. We're creating. No, you didn't know what you're getting into. You came in the studio and said,
Well, see, and that's what I like. I like moving forward, getting into new situations and not knowing what to expect. I love that. So when I was checking you out in your resume and all that kind of stuff, the first thing that hit me, man, was the fact that you played with Brand X, and that was one of my favorite groups, man.
Oh, wow.
Back in the day. I seen Phil Collins playing with him and you, and I mean, so when I saw that, I'm like, I gotta play with this dude, man, now. And then all the other people you played with, man, it's just ridiculous, man. I'm like, I gotta do it.
I don't know how that happened. I just got lucky, I guess.
No, because you're a bad mode, man.
The recordings that we're doing, they're very sporadic. There's the one that we just did. We kind of just went in and I guess Keith was just checking his guitar, and I got into this groove, and we went all over the place.
But the thing about that is, it sounded like you guys actually rehearsed that, but you didn't. You just came in there and jammed, and that's from playing together so many years, man.
Yeah.
You guys, I was really impressed with that when I started playing with you guys. Man, you guys were so tight. You know, you can read off each other when you're playing.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about nothing. We just start playing, and all this stuff comes up. You know.
Man, and the stuff you guys were coming up with, it was like pretty intricate stuff. I'm like, how the hell are you guys doing this? And you didn't even rehearse. It's from playing together all those years.
Yeah, and Keith, you know, because I'll go into a whole different direction, and all of a sudden now we're in a 3 and 6/8, and actually it was 7 or something. It was different, a different time signature. But I didn't think about it. I know how it felt, you know, and he just went along with me.
Yeah, I just remember going home like, what did I just get into? What just happened? Yeah, I'm like listening back to the tune. I'm like, wow. Yeah, man. You guys are very talented.
And
it's an honor to be playing with you guys.
And we're going to be doing lots of stuff in the future. I think we're going to get back into it tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we are.
Doing some tracking tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we've become accustomed to each other playing, performing together, and you brought your bass.
Yes, sir.
Well, let me hear that bass. Let me hear a couple of grooves.
You know, when I first started getting into bass, man, I was, my father, who was quite the handyman, he built like a stereo, right? And, you know, he built everything from scratch. Yeah, he actually made my first amplifier. A speaker cabinet.
Your dad?
Yeah, my dad. You know, he used to listen to music, you know, all the time. And all I would hear, I'd be upstairs in my room doing homework, but all I would hear was the bass, right? Nothing but bass. He didn't have no treble on it. just bass, man.
Everything was low end.
Yeah, everything was low end, man. And I'd be up there doing my homework, and next thing you know, I'm grooving, you know, because he liked to listen to a lot of James Brown, Kool and the Gang, and Motown, and Santana. Yeah. He even had a Herbie Hancock album, man, you know, that I'll tell you about later. But yeah, all I used to hear were these grooves, man, like James Brown grooves, like you know, that kind of stuff. I'm like, man, I'm just like grooving, doing my homework, you know.
Yeah.
Every day, that's all I used to hear was all these different bass lines, man. Larry Graham, who I didn't even know who he was at the time. Sly and the Family Stone.
Was that before Sly or?
No, that's
right around Sly.
It was Sly, you know, when this
Some of my favorite music on the planet. The devil.
You know, that stuff. I mean,
Thank you for letting me be myself again.
I mean, that's all I would hear, man. And I mean, so much so that not even knowing it, I had developed a great sense of time. You know? Yeah, because I didn't learn how to read music until later, much later. So back then, man, I was developing time, and my ear was good because by the time I got a bass, man, it was easy for me to learn this. You know what I mean? It was just so easy.
Even those like the 2 measures was just such in the pocket. I could hear the pocket. It's just like, you know, relax, right in the money.
Yeah, I mean, just relaxed. You know, it really helped me a lot, like in the future. Yeah. You know, just like, you know, just stand on the groove, you know, just overplaying when I had to.
Yeah.
You know, at the right spots.
And I know you can do that because we made you do that. And we're writing, we go, in this section, overplay. It's like, just, and you loved it, man.
Yeah, I did, man. I did.
You're grinning ear to ear.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
man.
I love this group. I'm staying.
Because it all makes sense. It was a lot of it was pocket, and then all of a sudden, okay, well, here you're just gonna go, just.
Well, what I really dig about, you know, you guys is the fact that, I mean, you know, you're serious, you know, rock and roll, but you guys can go in different directions. You know, and I love that. and you can tell by the music we recorded. You know, it was all these different flavors in there.
Yeah, it's lots.
Yeah. So
you grew up, and there's probably some bass lines you heard, and you go, I got to learn that. Give me some bass lines that you were like, oh yeah, I got to learn that part.
let me see if I can remember them.
Come on. Now, I'm going to play groove with you.
Uh-oh.
And you better turn it up, my brother. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now come in next to me here. Come on over here next to me, my brother. We'll be right back. Thank you for watching Rockefellas TV.
Is your business lost in the desert? Tired of dull billboards? Want your business to shine? Visit amgbillboards.com. Take your advertising to the next level. amgbillboards.com.
Man, that was fun. Woo!
That was a blast.
That was a blast,
Right.
man. Like a
work
little
best-
journey, man.
We work best spontaneously and just,
And I knew that about you, man. I knew it. That's why I couldn't wait to jam with you.
is that a word, spontaneously?
I understood
I
it.
thought it just made it up.
That was fun, man.
So we didn't
With that,
talk
I'm looking
about
forward- I'm
nothing.
looking
We
forward to
just
the
started
stuff.
grooving and then went from there. And we'll continue to play like that because it's natural. There's nothing too thought out because we've already thought about all the other stuff,
Right.
you know.
Right.
And we've always been through those sessions. Did you play like this and make sure it's like that and it's got to be this and that the click's gonna go click, 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 click.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So the way we've been playing in the studio lately is there is no click. This is the click.
Yep. Yep.
And there's no, we don't have to be tied down or subjected to any, it has to be like that, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm starting to get like used to the way you guys work together. When we first started, I was just trying to be quiet and trying to absorb as much as I could. Trying to observe the way you guys work together.
But we got it out of you because I know you were doing that because I know how you can play. We all do that, especially in the beginning when we're different musicians to try to play it safe. I know because in the beginning I didn't. I was like, okay, I'm on the gig.
Yeah, I was like that too in the beginning.
It's like, okay, next.
Right.
It's like thinking, oh man, I play all these chops, man. I could play anything. I could play everything, which I did. Which is, after a while you learn. No, you got to kind of just listen, like Miles used to say, just listen and play.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes if it goes a different place, so don't worry about it. We'll all kind of get together.
That's right. Absolutely. That's the joy of it.
Yeah.
It's an
Right.
ongoing
Isn't it?
process, man. I mean, that's the fun thing about, music. It's always something to learn. We'll be learning till the day we die.
Yeah.
Always something to learn.
Always something to learn.
It never stops.
Learning how to be a good person.
Yep.
It's like some musicians don't think like that. They think, well, it's all about me. And I just want to talk about me, and I want to. This is me. And I was like, what? We're a team.
We're a team.
We need to, complement each other and make the thing
interact with each
grow
other
and grow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't get it yet.
For me, I think you have to go through it. Maybe get kicked around a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And, go through life where, that was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that, or I should have, just be loving, whether it's music or people or, a friendship.
Yeah.
It's all the same.
It's all the same, man.
It is. Think of a musician, well, it's just about music. No, it's right? So
Yeah.
even when you get the gig, do they get it just because you're a great player? No. What about the hang?
Yep.
It's
the
about
hangs.
that. Can they hang with you?
Yep. Showing up on time.
Showing up on time.
Doing your homework, coming in. Not slouching, coming in knowing the material.
Yeah.
And, that all comes with it.
It's all that.
Yeah.
Then they have to like you as a person.
Yep.
And actually, that's number one. And then all the other stuff is after that.
Yeah.
If they can't like you as a person, it doesn't matter what the music is or what you can play.
Yep.
You don't feel good about each other being on stage. We know the stories about bands that got really famous, and then all of a sudden they're taking different jets and planes because they don't want to be around each other until they get to the stage. You know?
Right.
So I don't think that's a healthy relationship.
No.
Yeah.
Usually with that, there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. Huh? Yeah.
There's all that. In life in general, just keep everything clean, be honest, and that, right, it goes with the music as well.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Man, we should plug our project, man.
Yeah, let's plug it.
Let's plug it.
Well,
be on the lookout.
Well, I mean, it's in the beginning stages. We're going to be doing lots of other things along with that.
Yeah.
Possibly some movie scores and what is it called? It's called Ronnie Ciago and what is it called? The band we got.
We haven't come up with the name yet. Keith was trying to get us to come up with the name, but we never responded.
Didn't I say it should be our last name?
Our last names, but we never settled on
it. Doesn't
anything.
matter what order it is, but I think it should be that.
Our last name?
We've always been the bass player with so-and-so, the drummer with the guitar player with so-and-so. No, we should have our own names. It's just three of us, really. We'll get other people.
Yeah, like Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
Yeah, it'll be like that.
Yeah, okay.
Our music is all around. It could be simple pop, it could be fusionist, could be jazz, could have some Latin feel to it. It's wide open.
Yeah, and I especially love it because we're putting a younger element to it.
Yeah.
The old with the new.
Exactly.
Which is what I like to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where I know we've been around the block a few times, but any people from what age? Give me an age.
From 22, 20?
Yeah.
On up.
To 82.
Yeah.
Even Yeti to 82.
That's what I'm really digging about it, man. When I listen back at those tracks we did, and I'm like, wow, this has a lot of cool elements in it.
Yeah, it's geared to the whole, and it's not any one, A lot of bands, they kind of have their one little click, but we want to keep it wide open.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to introducing it to the world.
Yeah, so it's going to happen. It's in the process. You wait. Doc, it's great having you. Thank you for being on my show. And then we're going to see each other tomorrow.
Yes, we are.
And we're going to continue to groove.
It's all about that groove.
This has been the Ronnie Ciago Show, and I'll see you next week.